Day two. I slept a lot. I passed out without getting ready. I laid down in my hammock for just a minute. You know how that goes. Oh, and I woke up at like midnight, freezing my ass off. I didn't have my sleeping bag out, and I knew all the stuff I was supposed to do. It rained pretty good all night. Well, I don't know about all night because I was passed out. Woke up once at like midnight, and I was like, "Oh no, now I'm gonna be up all night." No, I peed and went right back to bed. Here it is, like 6:30 a.m., and got a bunch of crows singing. They're all happy about something. That might be what woke me up. They were a lot closer. Or it's just time to wake up. I don't know. I'm gonna go lay here for a while, man. I've been needing this. I'd like to say I'm not in a hurry, because I'm not in a hurry. I'm gonna make some coffee and kick back and do my thing. Oh, no safety meetings until everything's packed up. I'm not skilled enough yet with my packing up to do it while I'm lit. It'll take me hours, but I'm not in a hurry. But it is pretty late in the day already. I mean, look at all that sun shining. Oh, I needed that. Oh, damn, did I need that? All right, let's go, start doing some stuff. I just dropped my first deuce in the woods, and it was great. Sun came out for a second. There she is. Not doing a whole lot, but, she's out. Okay, I haven't even begun to pack up camp yet. No, I made my coffee, took a couple sips, and was like, whoa, that's kicking in pretty quick. Man, that was a good night. I think I slept for like 12 hours. I don't remember what time I went to sleep, but I think it was even before 6. I think it was at like 4 something. And I woke up at 6:30. Damn. All right, so we should be better now, though, right? Oh, there's my camp. I almost walked past it. All right, let's fish off a coffee. Oh, the stale-ass bagels I brought. They were already a week old when I bought them. I bought them a week before I left. But I didn't eat all of them, so I was like, oh, there's still 4 left. I'll bring those with me. Little did I know they'd sit in my backpack for a week on the bus, and then until I get out here. So they are decently stale. But stale bagels are better than no bagels. Well, I was wrong. I'm going to have a safety meeting before I pack up. I got my shoes on, though. Yeah, that was the hard part. Got my top off halfway, just folded over the back, but progress. It is chilly out here. I'm waiting for the sun to come up. I can see it through the trees. It's getting there. Just still trying to acclimate, It's gonna be a good day. Oh, yep, this is going slow. But why am I messing around with cold fingers when I got like these bad boys going on? Duh. Definitely evidence of cattle through here. So that must have been what left those tracks yesterday. The grass was knocked down in big spots. I know something large, but I hadn't seen any cow turds yet. But now I know it was cow. I miss these noises. All right, back to it. So I've made an executive decision to stay a bit longer and let this thing dry out a little bit since I do have some sunshine. Because, that's a huge surface to hold a lot of water. It has puddles forming. But hopefully the sun does its job. Other than that, I'm pretty much packed up. And we're off. Finally, it's 8:45. That was a really late start, but I was not in a rush. I needed that sleep last night. I do feel pretty good today. My shoulder's doing much better. It still hurts really bad, but it's not excruciating. It does more stuff too. I'm able to take my shirt off much easier than I was before. You know, it's a little thing. Actually, I'm not sure where I'm going. I better check the map. Yeah, I was about to head in the wrong direction. It's going to go down that road. They might likely connect. I don't know. That road is not on my map. Still on trail. In 1.3 I have my next water source. Hopefully. As I said, all the comments are outdated. Some of them only by a month, so that's not bad out here. In the desert, that's a big difference. Things could be running one day and dry as a bone the next. But it did just rain most of the night, so I don't think I'm going to have water woes. Now that the sun is up and shining, it's gorgeous out here. Still a little chill in the air, but that just makes it so you don't sweat. And of course, a big thank you to the trail maintainers. I do remember Montana having a lot of blowdowns. They had a horrible beetle infestation a few years back. But they talk like they got it under control. I don't know about that. But if you look around, it likely makes me the oldest thing in this forest. That's just weird. This is my water source. I can hear it flowing. Probably a big pool right over there or something. If not, there's these pools to grab from. They're not as appetizing as the sound of this, at least. That sounds like good water. That does look like good water, even though I know it's the same water. Set my stuff over in the sunlight so I can charge my batteries and get to filtering and figuring out where the next water is. There was comments that it's going to be dry for a while, so I definitely want to figure that out. But again, those comments are a year old or more. But it tells me this area does dry out. Doesn't look like it though. Pretty damn green. But just be on the safe side. So I've got two water options along the way. One in like 11 miles and another one in 20. I'd like to make it to the one in 20 and camp there, but I don't know if I have that in me, and it's already kind of late in the day, so we'll see on that. I might get to the one in 11 and be like, you know what, that's good enough for me, man. I'm not eating a whole lot anyway, so I don't think I'm going to go through my provisions very fast. So, we'll see how it goes. So either we're camping in 11, which I kind of doubt it, or we'll push on to the 20. And whether I make it there or not, that's another story. There's another 25% chance of rain that's what I remember from yesterday. And then the rest of the week, it's just sunny and clear. Last night's rain worked out. If it rains today, hopefully that works out too. We'll see. Guess in the meantime, I should get safe, stretch out a little bit, and get ready for this next haul. My bag's going to be just a little bit heavier with water. But you feel those few pounds, you totally do. We got ourselves some numbered trees, man. Looks like 5 got murdered there. 6. And on to 8. 10. Where did 7 and 9 go? I straight up pulled a rookie move. I put on new clean socks this morning because I've been wearing the same socks since I left Phoenix. And I forgot that the grass is going to be wet. So yeah, my shoes are soaked all the way through, all the way. Nothing we can't dry out. It's not like they're muddy. Oh, foreshadowing. But yeah, it's a straight rookie move. I should have kept the dirty ones on. Hopefully it's a dry night. I can dry them out overnight. Clean socks are a big deal. I don't bring a whole lot of them with me. Look at how these just dead trees are piled around. I had somebody not come through here with chainsaws. Thank you very much. This would be pretty much impassable. I mean, you could go through it, but you might be doing less than a mile an hour the whole time. Oh, the frustrations. I remember it being way worse, like tenfold around Butte. Like everything had fallen. It was stacked high, but you know, it was already a couple of years ago. So I might be embellishing a bit. Whose poop is that? I mean, it's old, but it was definitely an animal at one point. Looked pretty big. Too old for me to be able to tell, though. Imagine trying to hike through that. No, sir. No, I'm fairly certain this is still my trail and not that. But I should double check because have I gone the wrong way today? That was yesterday, right? Yeah, that was yesterday, day one, of course. See if we can go a day without going in the wrong direction. So yeah, it looks like had I stayed on that road, it'd have turned into a trail again. I've even got a blaze. Those have been rare. I just startled what I'm guessing was a female elk. No horns or anything. Oh, startled me. We were rather close to each other, just baby little trees between us. I was all lost in thought. Well, it was a nice run, but it looks like that's it. No way to get across. Oh, it's a good run. We had some fun. Let's go home. Well, I've gone just under 3 miles, and there's a a bit of a climb ahead of me, nothing major, but there's a nice spot to sit there in the sun. Maybe right there. And have myself a Snickers bar. And, I'm fresh on the trail, so 3 miles, I deserve a break. It's one of the big differences between, there are many, between Amazon walking and hiking. Is, on Amazon, I don't really get breaks. Here, if I get tired at any time, I can sit down. I have that luxury. 3 miles? Yeah. I'll call that good for hiking. For Amazon, no way, man. You only get 2 breaks a night, and I'm walking, damn near 30 miles most nights. I think I'd be in better shape, huh? I'm up a little higher than I thought I was. I assume that's the road I crossed a while ago. Looks like I'm near the top of whatever this is. Don't know if there's more in my future, but I assume there are. Ups, downs, kind of how hiking goes. Still see a little snow on those mountains. And that's right there. It's a really nice chill in the air right now. Chance of rain. It's just before 1 o'clock. Decided to throw all my stuff out, let it dry the rest of the way, charge my solar panels, my batteries. Have myself a little lunch. First tuna packet I've consumed in quite a while. And yep, I'm going to do it. I hang out on my little Tyvek area, take my shoes off, let those things dry out now that the grasses are dry and they shouldn't get me wet again. Hopefully. Yeah, my little footsies were definitely getting waterlogged. A little sunlight will fix everything. Oh, I'd forgotten I bought myself the good kind of tuna. And I brought some mayo packets and relish. That always helps tuna out. Oh yeah, not bad stuff. As far as tuna goes. I forgot to bring tortillas though. Those would have really made this better. Got my socks drying in the tree over there, or in the shrub. Yeah, everything's coming along nicely. Okay, it's about 1:40. I'm all packed up. And I gotta say, I carry a lot of stuff, but it does pack up quite nicely. I do say so myself. It's like 5-ish, less than 5 miles to water. And then I think I'm camping maybe a mile or so after that. It looks like there's a spot, well, according to comments on the map. But we'll see when we get there. Didn't do a whole lot of miles today. I think I'm at 6 or 7 right now. Which, yesterday was a rough day. I'm still recouping. And I'm going to use that excuse for a little while. But I'll get into the swing of things. Especially as I run out of food. Doing a pretty extreme downhill for the time being. I haven't seen any real mountains around me, just these hills, so I'm not overly concerned. I don't remember any huge climbs. But I've walked so much, I get everything kind of muddled in my mind. That 25% chance might be blowing through right now. I got hit in the forehead with a raindrop earlier, but just one. And we got ourselves a sprinkle. Doesn't look like it'll last long though. Ooh, we're about to enter a new area. Now, why'd they need to involve the tree in this at all? It doesn't even seem in line with the fence and the post. But they wrap this thing up like a mummy. At least they put those twigs there to like slow the damage. But depending on how big that tree gets, just don't see why it was even included. Could have dropped another post right there. Seems like it's more effort to wrap that tree up too than it would be to drive another post. They didn't even need to wrap any of these around trees. Free the trees, man. Free the trees. It's a big old field of thistle. Most of them haven't sprouted yet, or buds haven't opened. Ooh. See, like that's the kind of stuff you can't see on a map. You're like, oh man, there's just this little cutoff right here. It shaves off. It's just this little bit. And then you get there, that little bit you gotta go through looks like this. That shit will even hurt through pants. I wonder why that spot is so popular. It's just right there. Doesn't extend down the hill. Starts right there. Goes up the hill. Something about that spot is just really popular with the thistles. Oh man, you can see way out there. It's raining. Nuts. If I have to climb over those big boys. Part of me hopes so, and part of me hopes not. Well, these are flexible. Kind of. Nah, that'll scrape shit right off me. I'll take the gate. It looks like we're on a downhill trend on this side. Next water source is only like 2.5 miles away. I got that, man. It's a nice cool day. I don't know if it'll show up, but there are so many grasshoppers here. Just bajillions of them. Don't look down because you're probably accidentally stepping on a bunch of them. It's all cool. That's the rocks crunching under my boots. That is my third crow feather today. Is that an omen? It's not unusual to see one here and there, but 3 in one day? Oh, it's a little after 5. Here I am taking another break. Just don't have the energy today. Less than a mile to water. I think it's 0.8. So not bad. Pretty flat at the same time. I'm just don't feel like I have the same energy I did yesterday, which is weird because yesterday was a pretty rough day. You know, being coming straight off a bus and all that. But I was probably just so happy to not be on a bus that a road walk didn't seem so horrible. Excuse me. See what I'm talking about? Just don't have the energy, man. Yeah, let's go get our water, and then I think like a mile after that or something is where I was gonna camp. Well, at least where it said there was campsites, but I'll keep my eyes open after I get water. It's not calling it really early, but I'm gonna call it early. Nice, there's a little blue tag up there. It says H2O and an arrow. A couple little crappily built cairns, but wouldn't have noticed it without them. Kind of tracks through those. Oh, like little deer. Okay. Oh, almost tripped. Oh, that's pretty cool down here. I might just stay. Or I might carry on. We'll find out. My legs are sore, though. It's only been 13 miles today, too, so that's pretty sad. I feel like I did 20. Okay, what do we got here? Sounds good. Huh, coming out of a pipe. Convenient. Well, I tried to camp here. It seemed like a pretty good spot between that tree and that tree, but they're just like 2 inches too close. So I'm loading up with 3 liters of water because I have a 10-mile haul tomorrow. So, I'm going to do a little dry camping tonight, so I need the extra water. But I'm going to keep my eye out for the first thing and throw down. Not overly picky. Oh yeah, fuck your cattle guard. Just ripped it up and threw it out the way. Only one thing strong enough to do that. Bigfoot. What else? Yeah, nothing. Oh, I see my first human. They haven't seen me yet. Let's go introduce ourselves. Oh, starting to sprinkle again. Looks like I made it just in time. There happens to be trail magic here. The dude here was named Sweets. Nice guy. He's doing Sobo. So he just flipped a little while ago, like a month or so. But those things are stocked full. Sodas, water, all sorts of stuff. I wouldn't have carried extra water with me had I known. The temperature is definitely dropping. And I'm going to hide inside. See, the sun's back already. A little bit of drizzle will stop. Everything will be alright. Hope it does. Not just for my sake, but, Sweet Sweat's walking away in it, so, it's just drizzle right now. Hopefully it stays that way. He's a hammocker as well, so I told him there's a spot there, but, if you have a 12-foot hammock, you can't sleep there, so hopefully his hammock is smaller than 10 feet, or smaller than 12 feet, so he can hang at the next water source. So I wasn't really that hungry, so I'm just doing chicken packet and a ramen. Normally I'd put the nor rice side in there, but I don't feel as though I have the appetite for it. I hope there's not a lot of wind. The ground was very soft. My stakes just slid right in. So if there's any wind, I'm going to have some issues. But let's hope. Yeah, I'm going to polish this off, brush my teeth, and go to sleep. I'm not setting an alarm. I'm not planning on waking up early. I'm still trying to adjust. So, I ain't going to force it. So unless anything else happens, good night.